Grace and peace, everybody. We back. We're up in the building. This is gonna be the last live stream for 2025. And I'm gonna call this one, let's leave this in 2025. As we get ready, Lord willing, we got about 12 hours before we are all celebrating a new year, new year, new me, all that kind of good jazz. Let's leave something in 2025, shall we? Before we get there, though, I do want to know, like in the best live chat on the internet, do you stay up the whole night to celebrate, you know, kicking off the new year? Or do you just go to bed and just wake up the next day? Like, I'm sorry. I am of the ilk that just goes to bed. I don't stay up late anymore. I used to intentionally, but now I'm like, whatever. Now, as I'm saying this, I am kind of thinking back. Big girl says she is going to one of her friends' house for a party. I might stay up tonight. Now I just thought about that. If she goes out, I might stay up just to make sure she gets home. Okay. She's in the neighborhood. The little girl's house is in the neighborhood. But anyway, shout out to the best live chat. I appreciate y'all for everything. It's been a great year. And on what was that, Thursday? We went over some of this. I mean, on Monday, we went over some of the stats from the year. It's been amazing. And just want to say thank y'all again. Let me put a little banner down here. Shout out to the members and the subs. There we go. Thank you so much. Okay. Shout out to y'all. Shout out. This is it. This is my question. Why is it? This is going to be about Candace. So I'm just going to give y'all a heads up already. If you're getting your feels, just getting your feels. Why is it that she is allowed to make claims with no evidence and demand that people respond and prove her wrong when she hasn't proven herself right? Can we leave that in 2025, please? Can we please leave allowing Candace the ability to just make a claim? And I'm going to talk about this claim because I think a lot of people are missing the most egregious part of this claim that she made recently. And this gentleman responded to her, and I think that was the worst thing he could have ever done. But can we stop? Even if you're a member of Cantifa, we still leave space for you here at the front of the church, Cantifa. Demand that she at least proves what it is that she's saying. You can still believe that Candace is the greatest thing popping, but you got to start asking her to show and prove the fact. Because I'm going to show you this, and then you all will understand, because this kind of got me upset. I'm like, yo, why are we missing this part? Real quick. Here it is. I don't think anybody from Turning Point or Daily Wire, anything of that nature, should engage with Candace Owens at all. I don't care. Just stop. They need to stop engaging with her because it doesn't make any sense. Does anybody know why Cabot Phillips is involved in this whole Charlie Kirk kerfuffle in the best live chat? Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. You right there with me. Can somebody tell me why Cabot? Okay, Cabot was so dumb to give her giving information twice. Absolutely. But why is Cabot even involved? Does anybody know why Cabot is involved at all? Does anybody know why Cabot is involved? Because it hit me, and I don't see anybody talking about this part. So I'm not saying like I'm the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I want to point something out about Candace that, I just want to know why is Cabot Phillips even in the mix at all? Because he may have dated Erica. Okay, let's dig into that a little bit more. Thank you, Jennifer. Because he may have dated Erica in the past, right? So why would he be involved in it now is the question I want to know. Like, what, like, his ex-boyfriend, like why is he, so what does that mean? Your ex-boyfriend, why is she tying him to, because she's saying that Cabot Phillips was actually at Fort Huachuca. And who else was allegedly at Fort Huachuca? And anybody else knows who else was allegedly there at Fort Huachuca? Has been proven that she wasn't at Fort Huachuca. But does anybody know who else was allegedly there? I haven't seen it pop in yet. I'm sure it'll pop up in a second. Oh, it is. Did he date Erica before she met Charlie? I thought I heard that. Okay. Okay, there we go. She's insinuating that Cabot Phillips was there with Erica because remember, Mitch said he saw them in the hotel lobby. What you doing in the hotel lobby with your ex-boyfriend? Right? What are you doing in the hotel lobby with your ex-boyfriend? Let me just read this because this should be the end of it as it relates to people dealing with Candace with kid gloves. I was not at Fort Huachuca on the 9th or on 9/8 or 9/9. I've never been. I was at home in Nashville both days. On the afternoon of the 8th, I attended an ultrasound with my wife and stopped to get balloons for a gender reveal with our son that evening. It's a boy. If anyone was wondering, that following morning, I was at work as usual. Here are photos and surveillance footage below. To prove my whereabouts. Go touch some grass, folks. You're being lied to. Okay, there it is right there. Do y'all realize that this woman is accusing him of having an extramarital affair on his pregnant wife? Do y'all realize just how ugly and nasty and monstrous that is to just some random chick on the internet is accusing this man out of whole cloth that he's having an extramarital affair with his ex-girlfriend or whomever, and nobody's pushing back on that? What the heck is wrong with us? There's no reason to believe that man was doing that. That's a lap too far. We got to leave that in 2025. Giving this woman duck and cover and allowing her to just say stuff and making this man. Now, first of all, I think he's wrong for even answering her. I don't think he needed to answer her. If you know good and well you was at your ultrasound, I'm at the ultrasound with my wife. I am not going to give you any air. I know where I was. As long as my wife knows where I was, I don't care what you talk about. Now, if I'm out here doing something I shouldn't have been doing, then maybe I do need a duck and cover. But no, if I know I'm doing the right thing, I'm not worrying about you. You can go kick rocks. The fact that he even gave her any time and space is dumb because we're gonna read the comments, and his alibi should have been sufficient. His alibi is getting ripped apart by Cantifa because why? They want to believe that this woman is right. Watch this. So we got the picture. Oh, how to do this? I guess this is him walking into work or something. There he is. Okay, and that's him strolling up into the workplace. Here's him with his family. It says the 8th. There's no, and people are talking about how you can edit metadata. I'm like, man, dude, who got the time to do all that dumb stuff? What? This one right here, we got the whole balloon shenanigans right here. But the thing that's killing me is the comments. The comments are savagery. Like, what's wrong with us? That we are willing to just sit there and say this man was having an extramarital affair with no evidence. I don't know who Cabot Phillips is. He might be a good guy. He might be a bad guy. He might be an upstanding husband. He might be a terrible dude. I don't know him. Why in the world would I sit there and allow you to say this man is having an extramarital affair for no reason? Candace was given an original photo and metadata she asked for an hour ago and assured me she'll review it ASAP. Feel free to follow up with her regarding this atrocity or rather authenticity. All right, just seeing your tweet. Do you mind just shooting the image over to me in a text, the one with your metadata, just because it's obvious, because of the obvious ability to adjust metadata. This was the entire reason I text you at first. Why in the world are you even answering her? Please stop. Please stop. I trust you'll correct the record with your audience. Dig into the metadata all you want. Look at the comments. Hold on, right here. She will come back with some BS as to why it doesn't work and never correct her narratives. Somehow it still won't be enough. You'll be danged if you do, and will be danged if you don't. By proving an alibi to a malignant narcissist, all like Owens, you only feed her delusion of grandeur. Keep going. Your metadata means nothing to her. It only makes you more suspicious in her eyes. Cabot Phillips. Ignore the narc. Doesn't she literally just show people's text as proof with no metadata? That could be incredibly easily edited, and assume they'll accept. Lost my place. Assume they'll accept. Get off of this thing. There we go. They'll accept it without additional verification. At some point, there has to be a way that everyone she is falsely accused of being involved in Charlie's murder can collectively sue her. It's out of control. These comments have actually populated the newer one. The ones that I read earlier were very pro Candace. I apologize. Okay, here we go. But Cabot, how do we know that the grocery store isn't on base in Arizona? It could be anywhere. Oh my gosh. Like, why do you even want to believe that? Like, what's wrong with you in your internal consternation that you actually want to believe this foolishness? We believe you. We don't care what that crazy lunatic. This is so insane. The Candace Inquisition. You need to charge your phone. That's funny. Okay, that is kind of funny. I'll give them that. I'm not accusing you of anything, but is this you walking behind the door frame, that behind you, or is that something else? Like, why are we even doing this? Like, what? Like, what do you look? Somebody took the time to look at that, put that little oval thing and the arrow on that. Somebody used the good free will that God gave them and the free air that the Lord has bestowed upon them to do that. But her cult said the balloons were suspicious, the magazine dates were suspicious, the checkout items were suspicious, and the picture itself was suspicious. So you're guilty regardless of metadata. That's how this grift works. There was actually somebody who was saying that the picture is bad because you don't take a picture in a grocery store line. I don't know what this chick is saying. So apparently it's wrong for him to stand in the grocery store line. That's some crazy work, y'all. That is crazy. There was some comments about how the grocery store. I get okay. It was a while ago, so maybe some more people have commented in or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing them. But yeah, these people are very solid about you don't owe them anything. Why the balloons don't match? Like, why is that? So he's guilty of having an extramarital affair because the balloons don't match. Really? Because you do see like this brain surgeon right here. You see this light blue balloon over the wife and his head, right? Don't you see the light blue balloon right there? It's right there behind the pink one. It's right there in the corner. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's wrong with you people? That is some crazy work, y'all. We gotta leave these people in 2025. We gotta leave this dumb stuff in 2025. Okay. I'm just this is gross, man. Like, you're accusing this man of having an extramarital affair on his wife in order to protect Candace's crazy theories. You have no reason to believe that. I have no reason to believe anything about Cabot Phillips stepping out on his wife. I got no reason to believe it about Erica. I have no reason to believe it about Candace. But y'all will believe that story because you want to prop up this crazy narrative that Candace has put together, cobbled together, rather than just saying, yeah, Tyler Robinson probably did it, and we probably don't know all the full details yet. Like, literally, you could write that on a postage stamp and be done. All this dumb stuff she's doing is it's nasty work, y'all. It is just nasty work. Like, how do y'all feel good about this? So, and something else that came up to me as well. The whole narrative that Erica was at Fort Huachuca, right? The day for, 2 days before, whatever, before Charlie was murdered. Well, somebody pointed out to me on X. I don't remember exactly who it was, so I do apologize who it was. But Frank Turek, of all people, Frank Turek confirmed inadvertently that Erica was at the crib. I'll bring this in. Let me show you. Well, first of all, shout out to the best live chat in internet. Did you see that Tyler's defense team has called Candace and her cult crazy? I mean, because can you imagine how much they're harassing the defense team? They're probably getting emails and DMs. They're probably getting docs. They're probably getting phone calls. Maybe people rolling up on the office. I'm sure they're probably just as they like. Look, we want to throw the dude in jail just to get rid of y'all crazy people. I bet you so. I'm not surprised. Are any of y'all getting unsubbed? Unsubbed? No, what happened? Hopefully y'all not unsubbing from me. All right. Looks like some good conversation. I'm just looking to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right. Let me show you this video from Frank Turek. Now, he's going to give the story about when Charlie Kirk came back from Korea, from Asia trip. Him and Charlie Kirk took a walk, I guess, walking and talking, and he gives some indications, and I think you can pick them up pretty quickly. Erica was at home. Let's go.
Jesus was the most important aspect of his life. Secondly, only second to Jesus was his family. The family was second only to Jesus. This is last Monday, 2 days before he was murdered. Charlie and I.
So Monday, 2 days before Charlie was murdered, would have been what? The 8th, right? Okay. The 8th. Here we go.
I went on one of our evening walks. We would meet during the day, and then he'd go have dinner with the family. And he said, hey, could we go on a walk? Say maybe about 8:30. He said, sure, let's go on a walk. So we did this several times over the summer. Charlie and I were together almost every month. We were together in May, we were together in June, together in early August, and together in September, leading right up to his death. And just about every one of those visits, when I was in Phoenix, he would say, hey, let's go for a walk. So we'd go for like an hour walk, always with a bodyguard right behind us.
Okay, so here we go. He's setting the stage. Hey, let's go for a walk. They're going to sit around, walk and talk. Makes perfect sense. Got you. Okay. Follow along.
But it was dark, and he would ask me, what do I say if I get this question? What do I say if I get that question? He knew most of the answers already. He was just looking to fine tune himself. Anyway, when I got to where he lived, I texted him. I said, okay, I'm here. And he said, okay, coming out. And then a minute later, he said, shortly, Gigi just woke up.
Okay, who's Gigi in the chat? Who is Gigi? Gigi just woke up. Who's Gigi? And just for keeping engagement. Well, who's Gigi, my friends, in the chat? Who is Gigi? His daughter, their child. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we know Charlie's in the house, and now we know that their daughter is in the house. Okay. So I guess he went walking with the daughter, right? He took the daughter with him because Erica was out of town, right?
Later, he said, shortly, Gigi just woke up. So he didn't say, hey, Erica, handle Gigi. He did.
Oh. Erica handled Gigi from Arizona or Phoenix or Utah, wherever she was at Fort Huachuca, right? Like Erica coming back from Fort Huachuca no. Erica was in the house. I'm going to back it up, and y'all tell me if I'm going crazy.
Here. And he said, okay, coming out. And then a minute later, he said, shortly, Gigi just woke up. So he didn't say, hey, Erica, handle Gigi. He did. And then I just waited, which was great. His family should come first.
So it's clear that Erica was in the house because he tended to his daughter, and his daughter was in the house with whom? With her mom. That's not a lap too far. And I'm gonna tell you right now, TPUSA, Erica, Kirk, y'all bet not send Candace any kind of proof to this story. You bet not. But who cares? I don't care if she come up with something crazy, or you could have been transported through the multiverse to go back. I don't care what she says. Ignore her. And let me finish up this last little bit.
Now that night we walked for over an hour. And the top two issues he wanted to talk about the most were the resurrection of.
Okay. Oh, that was the end of it. Sorry. Erica Kirk was at the crib. Charlie Kirk went walking with Frank Turek for an hour at about 8:30. So that means about 9:30 at night, going on 10 o'clock at night. What's she talking about? Why do we even allow this woman to get any kind of duck and cover? Why are you not demanding from her evidence and proof of the things that she says? She's making claims. She's making claims that Erica Kirk, a young mom, is having an extramarital affair and tied into the deletion of her husband. She's making claims that Erica Kirk's former boyfriend, I don't know how long ago it was, ex-boyfriend, and her were having an affair. That should, if you're married, if you care about the institution of marriage, that should make your blood boil. That should at least make you be, and you're a member of Cantifa, that should at least make you reconsider your membership. That she just willy-nilly just throws around affairs and murders and all that kind of stuff, just like Oprah throwing out car keys. You get a car, you're an affair, you're a murderer. That's crazy. We got to leave that in 2025. You've got to start asking this woman for proof. Show me proof of what you're talking about before you come out and demand. Hey, better yet, how about you just don't come out here and tell us anything until you've proven and verified it and you have the evidence in hand? How about that one? Or maybe even this, how about you dig into something and then before you even, maybe you find it's true, maybe you find it's false, but you realize it has no bearing on the conversation. Maybe so then you should say, you know what? We don't need to talk about this. I'm not even bringing this up to the people. Cantifa people, you need to be upset about the fact that this whole Fort Huachuca story, because remember, Mitch swore up and down, left, right, and center, that he saw Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk was at the house, that he saw Cabot Phillips. Cabot Phillips was in Nashville. And y'all still sitting there riding with this woman. You got to feel some kind of way. This is a great point. She's uniting with people who hated Charlie to slander Erica. I'm going to go back a little bit further. She's uniting with people who don't even like Christ. Like, why is it that, and I'm going to put this out there, and again, I know there's people in my chat who are not Christian, so I'm not making that argument. Even here, I don't know why it says Dear Woke Christian on my name right there. I just noticed that. What's going on? What's going on, computer? Editor Jason, get your life together, guy. Get that together, man. All right. I know that. But why is it that everybody that rocks with Candace, every last one of them, is either not a Christian, a nominal Christian, an outright atheist, a bot, or a Muslim? Why is that? Why is that? That's got to make you say, something's going on. Something just doesn't jive with that. But y'all gonna sit there and argue with me? Okay, fine. Y'all welcome. DearWokeC@gmail.com. Jump into the best live chat on the internet. Go ahead. You can argue with me all you want to, but you're not going to beat those charges that everybody who supports Candace is a nominal Christian at best. They're an atheist, a bot, or a Muslim. My name is Jason. Why is that? Candace thrives on emotional drama like an addict. Then Cantifa they need to reevaluate their participation. I want to say thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. Brandy with the 10 Patriot Source podcast was saying that Cantifa has been infiltrated by Antifa. No, I think Cantifa has always been Antifa. You do realize that Antifa was making death threats to Charlie Kirk. And they found Candace and they just glommed onto her. I mean, that's why she never calls them out. She never calls out the left. She never calls out Antifa, furries, the alphabet mafia, or Muslims. None of them get any shade, even though Charlie was literally talking about them when he was murdered. He had spoken about Islam just a few moments before that, and definitely days before, but we're supposed to believe that it's the right that's going to delete them. No, it is Antifa. Candace's supporters are Antifa. She did. That's a great point as well. She did ask to unite with them in a video. She said that. She said, we're going to bring the left and the right together to find out. No, baby, you just bringing the left together under the banner of Cantifa. I don't know why she's accusing people of murder. Maybe because she did it. Maybe she's involved in it. Because you do realize the only person she is not accused of it is her own self. Everybody else has a specter of has a specter over them except her. Maybe she did it. Can she prove where she was? Maybe we need to start asking her that. All these people benefit from a unified political right. Mention benefit from a unified. She's dividing the right. And this is just cause a prop her up. I think you might have said that a little bit. If I'm understanding you correctly, I think they don't benefit from a unified, in my opinion, they don't benefit from a unified right. I think I got you right. But Erica was worth more money than Charlie when they met. Erica's over $1 million and Charlie was over 400K. Candace got engaged 17 days and married 9 months later to a $200 million man. Yeah, and Candace was deeply in debt when she met her husband. And all of a sudden, everything is sunshine and rainbows. But see, she can call out Cabot Phillips, but nobody can call out George Farmer. See, that's the part that makes no sense to me. Did you read the case? I did not read the documents, man. And I wasn't even planning on being on here long right now because the Dangerous crew, they want me to sit down and watch a movie with them. And I was like, I got to get this off my chest because daddy's upset. So I will. We'll just do it tomorrow. We'll start the new year off with it. Did y'all read the documents that came out yesterday with case against Tyler? His lawyers are not happy with Candace, the cult, and all of his emails and call are getting from conspiracy cult. That's what I'm saying. I could totally see it. I can imagine they're getting deluged. I can totally imagine. Yeah. There we go. They benefit from a divided political right. There we go. I'm right there with you, brother. I figured that's what you were saying, sir. This is a great point. Like she's covering for the people that wanted to delete Charlie Kirk. Like think about that. You got to let that sink in for a second, man. Brother, don't worry, brother. I'm with you, man. I see you got the beard, you got the baseball cap. We right there, brother. I'm with you. I'm with you, my friend. So I just wanted to bring this up because I find it egregious. I think it's not something to play with. I don't think it's something to joke about. I don't find it funny to say, so-and-so's having extramarital affair or this person stepping out on their marriage vows. I don't think that that's funny. And if it happens, then it needs to be dealt with. But I don't think it's something for entertainment. And for her to just willy-nilly say that, and this man is sit there and bend over backwards to try to prove that he wasn't somewhere. Why? I mean, when she's tacitly saying that you were engaged in an extramarital affair, that's crazy work, man. I mean, because now, anytime that, let's just say by the twist of fates, that Erica Kurt is in the airport and Cabot Phillips is in the airport at the same time coming from somewhere else. They're coming from two separate places. They just so happen to be coming to and they're in the Chicago airport. What's going to happen? Now people going to remember the story. That's wicked, man. That's evil. That's evil. That's crazy stuff, man, right there. And I saw them in the airport together. All because of this dumb story that she just made up out of whole cloth. I need to do a collaboration with Continue Freedom soon. He's a fantastic show. He's also a Christian. All right. Make it so then. Let me see. Hold on now. Let me check him out. Shoot me an email then. We'll hit Jay Witt up on the email. Hit me up on the email, brother. We will wrap. She's a paid asset, always has been, to infiltrate chaos. I can't honestly disagree. The more you look back at Candace's trajectory, how she got to where she is now, all you see is chaos. All you see is chaos. You don't see any peace and joy and love and happiness. You see chaos. in her wake, man. It's always been chaos. Do you think it has something to do with the fact that he works for the Daily Wire, knowing how much Candace despises? Oh, well, sure. Heck yeah. I mean, if she could have if she found out that Erica dated some guy at Dunkin' Donuts that worked at Dunkin' Donuts, that would be the case. But I think because he works at the Daily Wire, she's pushed it up. He works at the Daily Wire. I think she's pushed it up. But I think the fact still remains that she's able to concoct and cobble a story that will besmirch them and cause people, because you can't unhear a lie. So even if you know it's a lie, it'll still be in your mind. And that's all. And if there's any possibility that it could maybe sort of kind of might be true, that's going to always be there to bother you. So, I mean, that's crazy work. So I just think that it's just, I was watching that and listening to somebody talk about the whole, I'm like, why in the world are we allowing her to just besmirch this man's marriage like that? When her marriage, and we already know that there's already enough specter over her own marriage. She does not need to be bringing up foolishness on others. That's crazy work, y'all. That's just nasty work. I don't know how she does it with a straight face, but I just wanted to say that. I also want to say Happy New Year. This might be my last stream for the year. Because your boy, I'm supposed to be in here watching a movie with my girls, and they're like, Dad, you can't be on that stream that long. So anyway, I will be back, Lord willing, tomorrow. And I just want to say thank y'all again. It's been a great year. I really appreciate each of y'all, whether you've been rocking with me for the longest or you just got in here this is your first time hearing from me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being a part of the best live stream on the live chat on the internet. Thank you so much for being a part of the most electrifying comment section. And I do appreciate that y'all find value in what I'm doing over here, giving me that feedback, giving me ideas, all that kind of good jazz like that. Thank you so much. Thank you to the 7 people that picked up a hoodie, which is crazy, man. That never would have thought we'd have got here, but here we are nonetheless. So thank you all. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's. If you're going to church or going to a New Year's party or just hanging out with your friends, or you're going to be like me, got yourself posted up on the couch, whatever. Have a great New Year's. Let's close out 2025 strong. I will see you, Lord willing. I guess I'll see you next year. And I use my bad dad joke. I have the same bad dad joke I use every year. I think I've been using every year since my first year teaching. And I'll be ready tomorrow to use my bad dad joke again tomorrow. Everybody, thank you so much. Have a great evening or afternoon. Have a great New Year. I'll see you all in 2026. Grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Witt Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment, because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.